Hi, fourth graders. This week for word study, we are going to be talking about challenging plurals. Now, a plural is when we have more than one of something. So I have one hand, but I have two hands. So hands is plural because there is more than one. And in general, when we have more than one, we just add an S ending to the word. But there are some plurals that are challenging, and that's what we're going to learn about this week. So some words that end in O, like studio and memo, we just add an S. So the word becomes studios and memos to show that we have more than one. Okay? But there are some words ending in O that we add ES to make a plural or to show that there's more than one. For example, veto, we add ES to make vetoes. And potato, we add ES to make potatoes. Now, the challenging thing is that there is no set rule to tell us whether it's going to be an S or whether it's going to be an ES. We just have to kind of learn which words have which and use the dictionary to check if we need to. Okay. There are also some words that they end in O and we can use S or ES and both are correct. So for the word buffalo, you could just add S to say buffaloes, or you could have ES for buffaloes, and both of those would be correct. For tornado, it's the same thing. You could just add S for tornadoes, or you could add ES, and that would also be correct for tornadoes. So those are some challenges when we have more than one of something if the word ends in an O. There are more challenges ahead for plurals because a lot of the words that we use are foreign words, and that means that they are not originally English words. So some of our words come from Latin or Spanish or French. There are many different words that we've borrowed for English, and so the spelling is a little different. So there's 4 different spellings that we're going to talk about here. Some words, if they end in A, then when there's more than one of something or a plural, it changes to AE. And one example would be alga. So one alga, but if there's more than one, then we say algae. Okay? So we change from an A to an AE. The same for lava would then become lava. Lava would become lava to show there's more than one. Another example is the word radius, which ends with US if there's just one radius. But if there's more than one, a plural, that US at the end changes to an I, and we would say there are now radii. Okay. Same for stimulus. One stimulus has the US, but more than one stimulus, we would then change that US to an I and say stimuli. Here's another one. Some words have at the end, and when there's a plural, it changes to a. For example, medium. As soon as you have more than one medium, then we say media. Bacterium. As soon as there is more than one bacterium, we say there are bacteria. There are also words that end in IS, like axis, but when there's more than one axis, then we would say axes and add the ES instead. Same for a diagnosis. If there is more than one diagnosis, then we would change it to diagnoses. So there's 4 different foreign spellings for plurals. So we're going to have some word sorts this week to help with that. And another thing that makes this challenging is that some words, even though they have foreign spellings, we just have adapted them for English spelling as well and just put an S on the end, even though they are acceptable with their foreign spelling. For example, formula. The foreign spelling would be formulae, but the English spelling, often we would just say formulas and put an S on the end. Same for curriculum. If there's more than one curriculum, we would say curricula, but often people just say curriculums, and that's acceptable too. Same for cactus. The foreign spelling is really cacti, but people say cactuses, and that's acceptable. Index. The foreign spelling should be indices, but people often say indexes, and that's acceptable too. So we have a lot of challenges with plurals. So these word sorts we're going to do this week are going to help with that. So the first word sort is you are just going to take the words from this side and you are going to decide whether they just have an S ending or an ES ending for the plural. So autos, I would click on and drag it over to which ending or which suffix I think it has, which plural I think it has. Okay, there are 3 throughout the week. There is another, let me just go back. There is another word sort on these different foreign spellings. So you're going to find words and drag them into the correct plural ending for the different word spellings also. This is a tricky week, so you're going to have to concentrate and really try and read these words carefully to see what type of plural they are. Good luck.